And number 6 is the Internet Business Mastery Academy. Now, here's what we did. We took all of this information, and in the Academy, we designed videos and audio and checklists and everything that you need to get this stuff up and going super fast. So basically, like with the videos, you can look over our shoulders as we install and configure the site. And basically, because of this, there's no messing up and seeing what works and what doesn't. We show you exactly what to do. It only takes a couple of hours to actually set up the site. And we also have a 17-point checklist to make sure that you've done everything you can to make your site attract traffic and retain readers.
Yeah, that 17-point checklist is just a hugely valuable resource. We've had a number of people just say how awesome that was just to be able to go down and go, okay, have I done this? Have I done this? Have I done this? I mean, that's like the 17 best practices that we've discovered over the last several years that really just turn it into a finely tuned traffic machine, your site into a finely tuned traffic machine. Of course, if you use these tools we just talked about, you're going to get a lot of the benefit already. But then in addition, that checklist has a number of other things you can make sure that you do in the layout and in doing some of those customizations. And again, because WordPress makes it so easy for you to do those, you can just follow along in the checklist in our tutorials and just get them done in no time yourself.
Yeah, and basically that checklist is what I used when I got my site to rank in the Alexa rankings so fast with one blog post over my friend's site because he had no idea what all those little points were and these just little minor tweaks that make it so that you can jump ahead like that. All right, so now we've got an action plan for you. We want you to take some action. So here's 7 things to do right now. Number 1, sign up for the hosting at getourhosting.com. All right, number 2 will be install WordPress using their instant WordPress feature. Number 3 is choose a premium theme from the list of our recommendations. Number 4 is install the theme to your site. Number 5 is customize the theme to your liking. And then number 6, get a logo and or header designed at 99designs.com. Okay, and then number 7 is you can go ahead and add that logo and header to your site layout, which is really easy to do with a premium theme. And of course, let's add number 8, which is sign up for the Academy to get additional tutorials and ideas for fine-tuning a traffic-attracting site, which you can find that at internetbusinessmasteryacademy.com. And also remember that you can download the free guide and action plan from internetbusinessmastery.com/website.
So there you go. That's 6 tools for you, and then an 8-step action plan. Like Sterling just said, download that instant site launch action guide that'll remind you of what the tools are and give you all the links and walk you through that 8-step action plan. And even if you already have a site up right now, a couple of those tools could really help take your site to the next level. Maybe adding a premium theme instead that has some, extra bells and whistles and a really nice design to it, or maybe going to 99 Designs and getting a professionally designed logo or header, or maybe finding somebody on elance.com to add that next feature, or maybe signing up for the Academy and getting that 17-point checklist to fine-tune your site. So there's something in that guide that can help you wherever you're at with your site right now. So be sure to check that out. All right, we got a great breakthrough for you. This one comes from Matt Drake of howtomakeiPhoneapps.com, who's a longtime Academy member. And there's a couple great lessons to pull out of this one, so I wanted to read it here for you. And this is what he has to say. He says, "This month, my email subscriber list has started growing really fast, almost oddly fast. I used to get about 5 to 15 opt-ins each day for the past year, and suddenly I've started to get 50 or 75 or even 125 opt-ins each day. My traffic has only been gradually increasing, so it is not just the numbers contributing to this. The conversion rate has actually changed from something like 0.5% to 3 to 4%. The only thing I did really was change my incentive over to a free online workshop, which is basically 4 hours of video that introduces my online course. It's basically the first module of the course. The funny thing is that it's something I gave away before for free, but it just wasn't prominently advertised." So first of all, Matt, huge congratulations on that. He included inside of the Academy when he posted this an image, a screen capture from his Aweber stats, and it was pretty awesome to see they say the hockey stick kind of action of the graph just kind of going along, and all of a sudden, boom, just skyrocketed. This is very timely, actually, because I was just teaching in Traffic Attraction Formula. We've been talking about list building and getting people from your show and from your social media channels onto your list, and incentives and how all some of this stuff kind of works. And I gave them a lot of different boosters about how to boost conversion. And I said the most important one And I'm not taking credit for this because I don't think Matt is in the course, but he just happened to be doing this at the same time. But the thing I said is one of the most important things you can do to change or boost your conversion rates is just changing the incentive that you offer. And in fact, it may be as simple as just changing the title of the incentive, what that incentive is called. Hey, download this free guide. And that, that if that title is good enough, it gets people to salivate. So clearly, right, here's a great example. Matt just changed it over to a webinar. And, I'll have to go and check out and see what the title of it and stuff is. But it hit dead on, more precisely to what his market wanted, because 0.5% to 3 to 4%, I mean, that's huge. And, getting a 3 to 4% on like your homepage is actually not bad. And if you're at 0.5%, you definitely could do better. So that's cool that he was trying different things. And that's the other lesson to pull from this is you should always kind of split test and try different things, because those incremental changes just, if they just keep adding up, and imagine now the income difference that will make. I mean, he has now 6 to 8 times the amount of people onto his email list. And so it should lead to 6 to 8 times the amount of sales in the end that he's able to get off of that list. So very exciting stuff, Matt, and thank you very much for sharing that breakthrough with us.
It's time for the Internet Business Quick Tip.
Today's quick tip is a site with a quick web address. Actually, the web address is ud.com. That's got to be like the shortest web address I've ever heard of. UD is in delta.com. Anyway, what it is it's a name checking service. And I found this recently. I thought, hey, this is pretty darn cool. It was kind of on my mind again because of teaching the traffic attraction formula course and help, they're forming a brand and they're going out and getting all these different channels on all the different social media sites and things set up to syndicate their content out to. And so it's nice to know as you're choosing a brand name, well, is it going to be available? Because, it's a good idea to have the same username or same brand name on all these different sites. I mean, for instance, on Twitter and Facebook, on most sites, you can find me as Jason VO. It's just, kind of the username or brand that I put out there to be consistent. So this is one place you can go, you can type in a brand name or a name idea and it'll tell you, is the web address available? Is the different social media sites available? Or maybe you already have a brand or business name and you want to check and see, okay, has anybody like snagged it up and started using it on one of these other sites? And so it's just kind of a handy tool all around. And so I wanted to recommend that one to our listeners. The name checking service, again, it is ud.com. And just as a note, I actually shared this a few weeks or so ago inside of our email newsletter. So often when I find those things, we like to share them. So anyway, you'll want to make sure you're signed up for the email newsletter in order to get some of these quick tips and recommendations straight from us first.
Now, if you'd like dozens of other resources such as this one, you can find them in the Internet Business Mastery Academy, along with video tutorials showing you exactly how we use them. To get a 30-day no-risk trial membership to the Internet Business Mastery Academy, visit freeaudiogift.com. That's it for this episode of Internet Business Mastery. Until next time, we wish you ultimate success in your internet business.
You've been listening to the iconoclasts of the 9 to 5 and the purveyors of freedom and fulfillment, Sterling and Jay. Sterling and Jay invite you to discover one of their most popular audio programs ever. The 3 pillars of designing your ultimate internet lifestyle. Visit freeaudiogift.com now and sign up for the free weekly Internet Business Mastery email newsletter. And you'll get instant access to this life-changing audio presentation, pulled directly from the content of the acclaimed Internet Business Mastery Academy membership community. Go now to freeaudiogift.com. Internet Business Mastery. Free your mind.